Welcome to my channel, Bake with Joy. I'm Shweta Chetri and today what we are going to bake is a marble cake. Marble cake is a unique kind of cake. It has a marbling and layering of two batters. Today I'm going to do it with chocolate and vanilla. You may go with any of the flavors you like. So this cake was originated in Germany in early 19th century and it made its way to America through German immigrants. While when we look into the history of this cake, what we can see is it was marbled with molasses and spices. But today it is replaced by chocolate. Why we have chocolate in a marble cake today is because Americans were obsessed with chocolate. So this is the reason that we have chocolate in our marble cake today. So let's get started with the ingredients now. The ingredients that I have for marble cake is powdered sugar, semi-sweet chocolate, all-purpose flour, baking powder and baking soda, vanilla extract, milk, curd and 3 eggs and butter. Firstly, what you have to do is melt this chocolate. For melting a chocolate, what I'm going to do is put this over simmering water. If you have a boiler, you can use that. So our chocolate is melted. Let this cool down to room temperature. So keep this aside for a while. Now what you require is 3/4 of a cup, that is 170 grams of butter. Let this be at room temperature. Now what you require is 250 grams of powdered sugar, that is 1 1/4 cups. Now 3 large eggs. If your eggs are small, then you may go for 4 eggs. Now I'm using 3 large eggs. One at a time, not all at once.
Mix this for 2 to 3 minutes at high speed. And 1 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla essence.
Now I'm using a plain curd. You may go for a buttermilk as well. This is 80 grams, that is 80 milliliter. The reason that we use curd is because it has an acid in it, and in the recipe what we have is a baking soda. When baking soda and curd, that is acid, comes together, what forms is a CO2, carbon dioxide. So what this carbon dioxide does is it forms an air bubble. What does air bubble do? It makes the cake rise and it becomes a little bit fluffy and soft.
Make sure it becomes light and fluffy.
In a different bowl, what you do is 295 grams of all-purpose flour. Mix all the dried ingredients together. That is 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Here I'm skipping the salt because I've used a salted butter. Now what we have to do is mix the dry ingredients into the bowl. And side by side, what you have to do is get a milk, that is 120 milliliters.
Make sure to add milk alternatively with flour.
Now, what you have to do is divide this batter into an equal half. In one half, you have to mix the chocolate that you had melted earlier, and the one batter remains as same.
Make sure to portion the batter equally.
Now, grease the pan nicely with the butter, or you may use oil as well. I'm using 18 cm of cake mold and 19 by 7 cm of loaf pan. If you want a cake in one go, so you may go for 20 cm mold as well, or 22 cm mold as well.
Make sure to portion the batter equally in the mold. And chocolate and vanilla batter should be placed alternatively.
Your batter is ready to go into the oven, so bake this at 180 degrees Celsius for 25 to 30 minutes. Please check this at 25 minutes because you don't want to overbake it. If you overbake this cake, what happens is it becomes a little dry. So please check this cake at 25 minutes. So our marble cake is ready now. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll come up with another recipe.